Imagine you're strolling out of a gym on a crisp October morning, sweat still drying, muscles aching from a good pump. Suddenly, a white van creeps by, tires humming on the asphalt. Before you can blink, the window rolls down and a storm of bullets erupts. 26 rounds from an AK47, shredding the air. 5 slam into you, and you're gone before you hit the ground. This isn't a Hollywood blockbuster. It's October 3rd, 2003, in Hoddesdon, England, and the man bleeding out is David Rolex Dave King, a drug lord, a violent enforcer, a ghost of the Essex underworld. Who wanted him dead? Why did his own crew turn on him? Stick with me. This is a tale of greed, vengeance, and a drive-by so brutal it'll haunt you long after the screen goes black. Welcome to the dark side of the streets, where loyalty's a lie and bullets write the ending. Let's rewind to that morning. It's 9 a.m. Friday, October 3rd in Hoddesdon, a sleepy Hertfordshire town where nothing much happens until today. Dave King, 32, 6'3" of pure muscle, steps out of Physical Limits Gym on Brewery Road. He's a beast. 18 stone, a bodybuilder's frame honed by years of lifting and steroids. With him is Ian Crocker, his minder, a shadow to keep the wolves at bay. Dave's wearing his bulletproof vest, a second skin these days, because he knows the streets are whispering his name. He's a kingpin, heroin flowing through his veins and his empire, raking in hundreds of thousands. But kings fall, and as he walks to his car, that white transit van rolls up. The passenger window drops and hell breaks loose. An AK-47 unloads, 26 armor-piercing rounds in 3 seconds. 5 tear through Dave's chest, arm and leg, punching through his vest like paper. He crumples, dead before the echo fades. Bullets riddle his car, Nick Crocker, bury into the gym wall. The van peels out, leaving chaos and a body cooling on the pavement. Who was Rolex Dave? Born in Glasgow, he was a football-mad kid who grew into a titan of crime. In the 90s, he landed in London's orbit, linking up with Tony Tucker, a drug baron running the Essex Boys, Pat Tate, Craig Rolfe, and Tucker himself. Dave and Tony clicked over bodybuilding, peddling supplements from a North London shop. Soon, they were minders for boxing champ Nigel Benn, rubbing elbows with celebs, while Tucker's security racket bankrolled a 1,500-a-week empire. Dave earned his nickname, Rolex Dave, flogging stolen watches to the Russian bratva, a sideline to his real game. Drugs. Ecstasy and cocaine flooded Essex clubs under his watch, and his fists kept order. But in 1995, the Essex Boys met their end, blasted in a Range Rover in Rettendon. Dave was inside then, locked up for stuffing a beaten man in a car boot. When he walked free, the game had changed, and so had he. Enter the Canning Town firm, a crew of East London heavies, tied to West Ham AS intercity firm hooligans. Dave slid in, partnering with Darren Pearman, a lunatic in a cardigan who'd kill over a stepped-on toe. They clashed at Charlie Chan's nightclub. Pearman glassed a guy sparking a brawl. Doorman Ronnie Fuller, an ex-wrestler, tossed them out, not knowing the rules. You don't touch men like that without paying. 4 years later, October 3rd, 1999, exact same day as Dave's future death, they spotted Fuller at Epping Forest Country Club. A girl sparked the feud, but it ended in blood. Pearman's gang jumped Fuller with a machete hidden in a sofa. Fuller turned it on Pearman, killing him. The firm vowed revenge, and in 2000, a motorbike hitman gunned Fuller down outside his home. 2 in the head, 3 in the chest. Dave was there, climbing the ranks, but sowing chaos. He turned us against each other, one firm member growled. A violent bully, said another. The seeds of his doom were sprouting. By the early 2000s, Dave was a solo act. His Stevenage club, the Renaissance, was a drug den, heroin, coke, ecstasy, until the council shut it in 2002. A drugs haven, a barman spat. Living in a $554,000 Hertfordshire mansion, he trafficked kilos of heroin, stacking cash and enemies. June 2002 flipped the script. A $100,000 heroin bust nabbed Dave and 4 others. Charges stuck on the crew, but Dave walked free. "Grass!" one screamed in court. The word spread. Rolex Dave was a snitch. His gang, Roger Vincent, David Smith, David Sharma, smelled betrayal. Sharma bolted to Cannes, hiding from Dave's wrath. Dave put a hit on him, but Vincent and Smith flipped it. They hired Dean Spencer, an armed robber, to take Dave out. September 22, 2003, Spencer rolled up to Dave's house with a Webley pistol. 5 bullets, big dreams. He saw Dave in that vest, Crocker by his side, and froze. "My gun's useless against him," he confessed later. Spencer bailed, and Vincent snapped. October 3rd was the reckoning. Vincent, a 33-year-old debt collector with a $100,000 Aston Martin, and Smith, his 33-year-old driver, upped the ante. No pistol this time. They got a Hungarian AK47 loaded with full metal jacket rounds to shred Dave's vest. They stalked him in a stolen white transit van, a Mercedes as backup, phones buzzing with plans. That morning, outside the gym, they struck. Smith eased the van alongside Dave and Crocker. Vincent leaned out, AK-47 roaring. 26 shots, a 3-second symphony of death. 5 hit Dave, killing him instantly. The rest sprayed wild. Car, Jim, Crocker grazed. They torched the van and fled, but the streets don't forgive sloppy work. Police pounced. A glove near the burnt van held Smith's palm print. A couple fishing at Bryden Water saw a man ditch a red bag. Inside, the AK-47, ammo and Vincent's DNA on a towel. Smith's spit was on the clip. Fibers from Vincent's rug sealed it. CCTV caught Smith in a goofy hat at a gas station. Phone calls to Sharma in Cannes, minutes after the hit, bragged, "He's gone." Vincent, Smith and Julian Elfs, who hid Vincent, went down. At Luton Crown Court, Vincent got 30 years, Smith 25, Elfs 5. Spencer copped to conspiracy later. "A ruthless daytime execution," Judge Wilkie thundered. "Only luck spared bystanders." Sharma vanished, an Interpol ghost. Rewind that moment. Dave stepping out, vest snug, Crocker chatting. The van rolls up, and for 3 seconds the world's just noise and blood. Was he a snitch or a scapegoat in a paranoid crew? His parents, Jimmy and Norma, saw a different man, a devout Muslim, a perfectionist dad who loved his kids. Ambitious, proud, they mourned. But the underworld disagreed. "No one deserves this," a cop sighed, "but it's his world's way." Hoddesdon reeled. Bullet holes in the gym wall, a king fallen in daylight. Here's the endgame. Rolex Dave built an empire on muscle and menace, but trust was his fatal flaw. Vincent and Smith didn't just kill a man, they erased a threat, a favor to Sharma, no cash needed. The AK-47's roar was their signature, a warning to snitches everywhere. This isn't just a murder. It's a mirror to a world where loyalty is a loaded gun, and every shadow hides a trigger. Dave's gone, his killers caged, but the echoes linger. Subscribe now, because next time we're cracking another dark corner of crime. The streets don't sleep, and neither do their secrets.